Here we go with lesson 3. So far this chapter we've worked with solving some basic equations and some two-step equations. So in lesson 3 we're going to start talking about writing equations. Now before we write the equation, we want to talk about some of these key words here in order to pick out what operation we're going to be doing. So we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. If we think about twice, if something is twice something, you're going to be multiplying it by 2, so twice is going to multiplication. Quotient, hopefully you recognize quotient as division. Make sure you guys are filling these into your boxes. If something is less than another number, less would be subtraction. Into, we usually think about dividing into something, so that's division. Product, we hopefully multiply that as multiplication. Increased by would be addition. Times, we know that's multiplication. Sum, we just had a sum on our last test. We add when we see sum. Okay, our more than, so there's more than something else, that's going to be addition. And then on the flip side, less than would be subtraction. A total, so think about like total area, we're adding. Decreased by, we're getting smaller, so that's subtraction. And difference, that's one of our key math terms for subtraction. Okay, so now, I would take a minute here, hit the pause button, get all of those words filled in. Okay, so translate each sentence into an equation. Zach has 6 shirts. This is for less than, there's a key term, so for less than, twice the number of shirts, n, there's our variable, that Xavier has. Okay, well, for less than means subtraction, so twice the number, 2n, for less than that, so minus 4, equals 6 because Zach has 6 shirts. Okay, number 2, 8 more than the quotient of a number y and negative 3 is negative 24. So picking out our key pieces here, 8 more than, that's addition. The quotient of a number y and negative 3, and then is, doing green here, is tells us there's your equal. So 8 more than, we're going to add the quotient of a number y, so that means division. We're going to use our fraction bar for division, so y over negative 3 equals negative 24. And if you're having trouble squeezing that into the box, don't be afraid to write it over to the side here. Okay, part C. Jeremy has 13 baseball cards, which is 7 more than 1/5 the number M Michael has. So again, 7 more than, that's our addition. Now addition could come first or second, it doesn't matter, the only order matters with subtraction, like in part A. So 7 more than 1/5 the number M, so 1/5 times M, and then we know Jeremy has, so there's your equal, so 7 plus 1/5 M equals 13. So there's a couple examples of writing out the equation. So if we flip to the next page, we're going to write the equation and then solve it. So Daisha saved D dollars last month. This month, she saved 8 more than 3 times the amount she saved last month. She saved a total of $141. Now, I have some bullets here for you. This is how you're going to see it on your test, so pay attention to what this is asking you. So first part, write and solve an equation to represent the situation. Let D represent the amount Daisha saved last month. You must use a D. And then finally, make sure you answer the question, how much did she save last month? Okay, so this month, she saved $8 more than 3 times the amount she saved last month. Well, last month she saved D, so 3 times more than, so 3D plus 8. We know she saved a total of $141. Now total here, that tells us we should be adding. So what are we adding? Well, this was this month plus last month. You have to have both months here. Equals 141. Now we want to actually solve it this time, so check over here. We have a D and a 3D. We want to combine like terms first, just like last chapter. So D plus 3D gives us 40 plus 8 equals 141. Now we can drop our line down and jump into our reverse order of operations, our inverse operations rather. So instead of adding 8, inverse would be subtract 8 from both sides. So 40 equals 141 minus 8 would be 133. Okay, the inverse of multiplication is division, so we're going to divide both sides by 4. So D equals 133 divided by 4 is 33.25. It's asking how much did she save last month. Let D represent the amount she saved last month, so that is our D. Word problem, so we want to label. So $33.25 with our dollar sign. All right, there we go. And one last word problem for this section. Logan collected pledges for the charity walkathon. He will receive total contributions of $65.50 plus $21.75 for every mile that he walks. How many miles will he need to walk to raise $370? Again, pay attention to our bullets. Write and solve an equation to represent the situation. Let M represent the number of miles walked. And finally, our question, how many miles did he walk? Okay, well, if we go back up to the top, he received $65.50 plus $21.75, yellow, for every mile. So think of this as per miles. So that's going to be our multiplication. How many miles will we need to walk in order to raise $370? So there's your total. And how can I turn this into an equation? Well, he already has $65.50. He doesn't have to walk anything. He's got that $65.50. Plus, if it's every mile, that's our multiplication. So $21.75 times M. And we know he's looking to raise a total of $370, so equals $370. So we don't have any simplifying to do this time, so we'll go ahead and drop our line down. Think about our inverse operations. The first thing I see, I want to take care of the multiplication first. I know I want to work outside in. So positive 6550, inverse would be to subtract 6550, again from both sides. Watch your decimal places. Leaves me with a positive 2175 M equals 370 minus 6550 is 304.5 or 0.50. Our inverse of multiplication is 2175. Divide by 2175 rather, sorry. Divide both sides by 2175. That's 1. So we're left with just M equals, stick this in your calculator and we get 14. How many miles did he walk? So we must label it 14 miles. There we go. Remember, you can substitute this back in to make sure that it works, but I'll tell you right now that it does work. All right, that is the end of section 3.